Hi everybody, we are here again one day again in Eurovision Fantasia. And today I'm on my own, but I'm not on my own. I'm with Mariyah from Denmark, who is one of the competing entries for to represent Denmark in the next Eurovision 2023 in Liverpool in May. Hi Mariyah, thank you so much for accepting our invitation
Hi,
and coming here to
thanks for
our
having me.
channel. So first of all, you're entering Dance Grand Prix with your song Human, with the chances of representing Denmark in Eurovision. How do you feel when you get chosen to enter the competition, and what are your expectations for both Dance Grand Prix and the actual Eurovision, if you happen to go?
Well, my reaction was I laughed a lot because I did not expect to be entered. It was actually kind of like a quirky idea I had. I was on maternity leave with my twins, and I missed music so much, and I just wrote Chief One, and I was like, dude, you know how to get into Eurovision. How do I do this? I want to send a song in, and let's see what happens. And then he sent me this demo by Nerman from Norway, and that was Human, the demo, and I heard it and I was like, yeah, this is cool. It sounds like nothing I've ever done before, and I actually initially thought I was gonna enter with one of my own songs, but then I heard this one and I was like, I really like it, and especially the message of the song is really like it talked to me a lot. So yeah, we met in the studio. I made a new theme for the song. I wrote the remaining verses, and we sent it in, and then we got in. So when Chief called me and like, we're in, I'm like, what? For real? No. You gotta be
Crazy.
kidding. This is
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. uh so yeah, that was I don't know, I'm still kind of blown away by that. Like, honestly, I feel like I already won because
Mm.
I'm in the competition. There's only 8 of us. Like, how crazy is that?
Yeah.
Um, so like thinking that I could also win the Danish Eurovision and go to Liverpool, like that thought is not, I can't comprehend, this is too crazy. Like, you have to ask me after the Danish Eurovision. If I actually win, we'll have to talk again because I don't know. It's too crazy to fathom.
Of course, yeah, yeah. It's a little bit crazy when like you just enter a competition and then you start realizing like what did you do? It's like, oh
Yeah.
my God,
Exactly.
what did I do? What I am now? Like all this crazy competition and everything. Everybody
I
like
know, yeah.
Euro fans, we are really intense. So it's like we really are like following all the preselections from other countries. So yeah, you reached already a lot of people,
Yeah,
in
I
this
know,
way.
and that kind of surprised me, like how big of a deal this is. Because in Denmark, it's not as big a deal as it is like in the rest of Europe, and that's a
I
shame,
know.
actually. And all of you
Mm.
guys have only been really, really nice, so it's just fun. It's a lot of
Mm.
fun to try this whole circus. Like, I
Yeah,
enjoy it
yeah,
a lot already. Yeah.
yeah. It is really nice. So as you say, like yeah, so someone like you wrote a song for you, but then the Norwegian this writer wrote this song, and then you were like, okay, maybe I will try with this one and see what happens. So, but before that, when did you start thinking about entering Eurovision? Like, it was this the first year, or you already thought in the past for a couple of years, and now you were like, okay, now is then my time to try? How is your like your relationship with
Well,
Eurovision?
honestly, like, I've always watched the Eurovision since I was a little girl. And I remember, like, the first recollection of it was the Olsen brothers with Fly on the Wings of Love, like when they
Of
won the whole
course.
thing. and
Yeah.
and that was just so fascinating to me because I've always loved music, but honestly never thought of myself being a part of it. Like, I used to
Mm.
be a punk rocker, with a mohawk and everything, doing punk music. Like, I'd never seen myself in this, but then, life happens, and I released an EP in 2019, and I thought 2020 was going to be my year, but then came along
Well,
Corona, and
yeah.
and then I got really, really pregnant with twins, and so yeah. And then I thought, wow, I haven't made music for 3 years now, and I really miss it. And then I thought, what better way to make like a comeback than to try to enter the Eurovision?
Of
Also,
course.
mostly because of the adventure, because I think it's going to be so crazy, and how many people can say that they've been a part of it.
Mm.
So
True.
yeah.
Yeah, you already achieved a lot by being one of the eight, because even if you say, as you say, like maybe in Denmark is not such a big deal, it is at the end of the day, like to be part of Eurovision in some way,
Yeah, and
So
to like to get your music out to so many people on one
mm,
night is just, yeah. And
crazy.
also, like, it's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm gonna have the party of a lifetime.
Mm,
I just really want to enjoy it, enjoy the ride, you know.
yeah, you enjoy. Yeah, you need to enjoy it, and like take the most of the
Mm-hmm.
adventure, and the opportunity of reaching that many people, like all around the world, literally. Because nowadays Eurovision is not in Europe, it's not only Europe. Like you reach
It's
the world.
Yeah. I know. I just talked to a guy from the US and I was like, wow, it's over there too. Like, whoa, this is crazy. It's so
Yeah,
big. It dawned on me that this is kind of like, the musical Olympics somehow,
it
you know?
is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. So, not talking a little bit more about human, we can hear that it's like a country sound song with a deep
Oh, really?
and I mean, not country, but we can see that it's like a little bit more like special sound,
Mm-hmm.
like not basic pop, as
No,
we'll
no,
say,
it
or
kind of stands out. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like I can hear some like reminiscence of different like pop music, but not like the pop that you will listen like on the radio or like not for Eurovision, like very
Mm-hmm.
Euro pop. So yeah, what about can you tell us a bit more about the personal interpretation of the song of you? Because yeah, we can hear that the lyrics are very important on this song. And what inspired you to like, of course, like I don't know if you wrote the lyrics or it was just also like written for you, but
We wrote them together. Like, he wrote the first verse and then I wrote the rest of it.
hmm,
And as I said, it was kind of what talked to me, like the whole message of the song. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Did you have any more
no,
to say?
no, is that yeah, like how was the songwriting process and how was like what made you write about this topic and yeah, about if it's a personal experience or something that you wanted to talk about in a song. Yeah.
Well, it's first of all, it's kind of important for me to say that it's not religious at all, because I saw some
Okay.
reaction videos to my song and everyone's like, this is a religious song, and I'm like, no, 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 it's not. Especially with the history I have. Like, my mom is a Jehovah's Witness and my dad is a Muslim, so religion is just really not my thing. Like, I
Yeah.
don't, people can believe in whatever they want, but for me personally, like, I'm pretty much over religion. So
Mm,
my whole, the thing that talked to me about this song, because again, there was only one verse. There was the first verse when I heard it, and it spoke to me because, I think it's really important in this day and age where we're living in a world where everyone tries to look like Kim Kardashian and everyone tries to be perfect and everyone feels like they have so much to live up to, and it stresses people out and it's depressing, and the young people are suffering under this, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you feel like you have to live up to something that's impossible to reach. And I thought that statement was really important, that we should all just be ourselves, and we're so much more interesting when we're our authentic selves. Like, we're all just human, as I'm
mm,
saying in the song, we're all human beneath the surface. Like, we can try and be a lot of stuff and we can try and look perfect to everyone, but who does it benefit? Because it just puts a lot of pressure on both us and the people watching. So
yeah.
that's what spoke to me, that we're
Yeah.
just we're just human.
Mm. Yeah, and that's the beauty of the like like also the contest, like having these like different people coming to sing and show like their true self. You know what I mean? If
Hmm.
they all try to be the same, it will be boring. And
So
at the end,
boring. Yeah, right.
who will win? Like, how do you choose who will win if they are all the same? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It needs
And
to be
it's
a
not
little bit
like there's
subjective.
nothing wrong with, going crazy with makeup, and I do nails too and stuff. It's not like that. You can express yourself like crazy, and that's beautiful and authentic too. It's just these standards that we try to live up to that are impossible to live up to, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's forcing too much,
Hmm.
trying it until making it, and then at the end, it's not what you are. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you said that this is something that like this song is something that you will never like maybe think about submitting to Eurovision or writing yourself. So how do you decide like taking this opportunity and this challenge to sing something that you are not normally familiar to? Like, what's your style and what's your, like how do you like introduce yourself to the people or like musically?
Well, see, that's the thing, because even though it sounds like nothing I've ever done before, that's kind of it's kind of my thing, actually. Like I've played everything from punk rock to rap music to world music to pop music to everything. So I saw this as a new challenge, as a new way to express myself, and as a creative human being, like I don't want to limit myself to one genre or one way of thinking or behaving. Or it's it's kind of like if you ask an artist to only paint in black and white. That's how I see
Mm,
it. I
yeah.
love the nuances, and I love the challenges in new genres and new ways of singing and performing, and this is just like nothing I've ever done before. Like I've toured in China and Vietnam and all of Europe, and I've done so many stuff, so many things that are humongous and big stages and a lot of people. But this is gonna be like nothing I've ever tried before, and I love that. Like life is an adventure. Go live it,
Mm, no, of
And if you
course.
have the chance to do this, that's amazing.
Mm. So not talking a little bit more about the performance that you will perform in this song Human on Saturday the 11th of February and the final of
Mhm.
Dance Melody Grand Prix. What sort of performance can we expect from you? Because as you said, like there is a lot of the lyrics are a really important part of the song. So can we expect like some storytelling? Can we expect someone with you on the stage, or what can we expect from you?
Well, I can't reveal too much, but
Yes, of course.
the lyrics of the song will definitely be understated by what I'm gonna do on stage. And let me just say that we're gonna try and peel off some of all those layers, and then I'm not gonna
Okay.
say anymore. Yeah.
Okay. I know what you mean, I think. Okay. And if you happen to go to Eurovision, would you keep the same performance? Are you happy with that? Or would you like change it and adapt it to the bigger stage of Eurovision?
I think we're probably gonna keep it. Yeah.
Mm,
But I actually haven't had rehearsals yet. We're doing that tomorrow. So right now
mm.
I'm as excited for this as you are. So
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I think we're gonna keep it. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, if your idea and you're happy with your plan, then you will see how it works in camera and everything. And then
Yeah.
also after the final, you will see, like, you will hear, if you win, you will hear like the feedback from the people and the
Yeah.
audience. So
And
you
then
will.
we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, was. Now talking more about your music career, like you said that you took like an hiatus of 3 years from the last time you wrote music and you released music until now. But now, what can we expect from you in the future? Like, can we expect some new songs, tours, collaborations, or like have you worked with other artists recently, either songwriting or as a featuring?
Well, actually, I have a lot of demos lying around that I can't wait to go into the studio and finish and release.
Mm,
And hopefully, like this whole thing will help get me some gigs, because I miss playing music. Like I love
mm.
being a mom, but I miss the stages so much. And this is good. I honestly, it just hearing something else than Baby Shark is woo. so
Of course.
so yeah, I would love to go out and play music again. Like I have other projects, I have other bands that I play with, but it's gonna be nice to like get my solo career going again. So yeah, we'll
Mm.
see what happens.
Yeah. And so your kids never saw you like performing live, right? Like on a big stage, and then like
No, no, no.
that's gonna be shocking for them. Like, it's really, mom is in the TV. Like,
That's
mom is
mom.
there.
What's she doing there? Yeah.
What should do? Yeah,
Honestly,
it's gonna be.
this is just as much for them, you know? When they grow older, it's gonna be so much fun to them to know that mom
Yes.
was part of this. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they will be Euro fans also in the future, and they will be like proud. They will be like, oh my god, my mom went to MGP to Dance Melody Grand
Yay!
Prix.
Or they're gonna think I'm so embarrassing. Like you never know.
Yeah. Well. And now talking about the competition this year, you said that you are eight and you are so happy to be one of the eight, but we know that this year is a kind of a strong year and all the songs are really different from each other. Like there is nothing in between. So to compare with. So we know that there are some strong songs, as for example, Rayleigh or Ella, which are like I think one of the favorites
They're
from
the
the audience.
favorites. Yeah.
So what I heard. So how do you feel about the competition? You said that you are super happy and surprised that you made it to this final eight. But do you have any chance to beat the other competitors or friends? Because at the end, it's like you are competing, but you are also like sharing music and
Yes, and we're
everything. So
sharing this experience together. So I don't see them as like competition. And
yeah.
and again, I try not to get my expectations or hopes up, because you know how it is. If you expect too much or you hope too much, you only have like reason to get disappointed. So
Mm,
when you don't expect anything, you can only get like surprised in a good way.
mm,
So that's kind of how I'm gonna take this whole thing, and I'm just gonna have a really fun night and cheer on all my um all the other participants, because they're so good. All of them, they're really talented, and just
yeah.
sharing their company is a huge deal to me. So
Mm,
yeah, maybe I should be more competitive, but I'm really not. Like, I just think it's awesome to be a part of it, and I'm cheering for
yeah.
all of them. Like, I kind of hope they all win. Like, can't we just all win? That would be fun.
Yeah. That's really nice. And now talking about Eurovision, you said that you follow Eurovision since you were a kid, and your first memory was when the Olsen brothers won in 2000, right? With "Flying the Winds." But do you have other favorite songs from either Denmark or somewhere else that you remember?
Actually, well, my all-time favorite, I think, was, and I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Amar. This guy from Portugal, he won some years ago.
Yeah, Amar pelos dois, yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. And that song
Salvador
was just,
Sobral, yeah.
it was amazing. Like, I think he just underlined what it was all about. Like, it was about the music, the soul of the music, how it touches everyone, even though I had no idea what he was singing about, but it was just so sincere and amazing. And I loved how there was no confetti or anything. It's just him on stage performing that beautiful song. And yeah, that's one of the songs that stands out to me. And then of course Euphoria, because of course.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, one of the greatest hits of Eurovision. So, yes.
Yeah. You gotta love that one.
From Denmark, do you have any special one that you remember, or the Olsen Brothers? Is that your
Yeah,
your
yeah.
yeah,
That's my all-time Danish favorite for sure.
yeah.
Olsen Brothers.
Also for all my Danish friends, like they always say the same. So
Yeah. It's iconic, man.
it's
Yeah.
iconic. Great. So yeah, I think we came to the end of the interview. So thank you so much, Mariyah, for your time, being that nice with me and with us, and coming to Eurovision Fantasia. Before we go, if you could send a message to our followers and your fans watching this video, that would be great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, just I hope you enjoy my performance and my song and the whole statement, and that you remember to just be yourself, because you're awesome just the way you are, man.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.